everything. And so today I went to Berkeley Bowl and I bought this nice piece of black cod. And as you can see, I let it sit for about an hour and there is a parasite coming out of it, alive, like moving. Do you see her moving? Saying hi to me, like hello. I think that this might be the day where I no longer eat any kind of meat. This might have everything for me. I was already done with the chicken and the pork and the beef and the lamb, but now I'm done with the fish. Everyone out there, I want you to start putting your meat on the counter and leaving it for at least 30 to 40 minutes. Like, less coming out of our food. For real. This is not a game no more, y'all.
Appendicitis is the result of damage done by parasites. Inflammation in the body is due to presence of parasites. The presence of parasites gives rise to cysts and the formation of tumor-like growths. Parasites can cause excitability in the sexual organs, causing masturbation in younger children. If too many eggs are given, the liver becomes changed and the host will die within 2 weeks. This test was done on mice, dogs, and children. Parasites introduced through the vagina remain alive and multiply through the body. Most of the damage done is through parasite excretions. Parasites grow quickly, and a 51-meter-long tapeworm has been found on a 4-week-old sheep. These are photos from my families. The same in humans. 31-inch worms found in 5-year-old children in the United States. These children are autistic. The use of lower animals in human healing continues. Maggot therapy and wound healing continues to be experimented on humans, but now they're finding that while the maggots are eating toxic pathogens, what the maggots are pooping out are pathogens even worse than what was already infecting the wound. This waste is of worse consequence than the garbage collected. My husband and I were able to obtain a vial of tetanus vaccine. In this vial, we made 24 pools and examined the liquid contents under magnification. 21 of the 24 pools, we saw a variety of toxins, including undetermined parasite eggs, skin material, lime rod material, algae and fungus, and encapsulated toxic formations. Only 3 of the 24 vaccine pools had clean bacterial indicators. This explains how one vaccine vial can give different results or symptoms in different people.
If you're eating pig, guys, I can just tell you this. You're making a big mistake. Remember, the pig is the dirtiest animal in the world. It'll eat anything and anything. Remember, a cow only eats grass. Okay? It doesn't eat corn or anything, or wheat or soy, but it's a vegetarian. You eat animals, okay, that are scrappers, then you get all the parasites that live in the pig. Remember, the pig tapeworm is bad arse tapeworm. If you've had pig, and maybe not, it doesn't matter. If you've got an egg and they secrete out 200,000 to 300,000 eggs a day, and the pig tapeworm has to go through 5 different cycles in your body. It starts in your stomach, it goes and bores out into the small intestine to the liver, it goes to the liver, makes a house of babies, and then it goes back into the bloodstream and goes to your brain. Okay, you got lesions in your brain, you got certain things on x-rays. These are the tapeworms. They control different parts of your body by having children that this thing, this alien, goes in different parts of your body. Goes in the liver, makes babies, goes back in the bloodstream, goes into the brain maybe next, and makes babies. Then once it's made babies in there, remember, it's making a colony, it's like a bee. It goes into your heart, makes babies. Goes into your gonads, makes babies. Wow, this thing's a machine. I know. And then it comes back around into your lungs, and you you cough it up, you get cold, you think it's a fever, you think you got a sickness, and this is the last cycle of the pig tapeworm, the last cycle of the beef tapeworm, the last cycle of the fish tapeworm. These things have cycles in.
The thing with parasites is they work in cycles. So they'll come out on a full moon, lay eggs, your booty hole be itching, and you're like, gotta kill them, and you kill the adults, but then all of the eggs that they lay before you kill them will hatch. So you need to do it in 2 cycles. So with parasite cleanses, I always do I'll do 21 days, and then I'll take a break, and then I'll do another 21 days. And then I'll assess where they are from there. But I want you to remember that you need to do at least 2 full moon cycles, because you got to kill the adults and you got to kill the eggs. And then you also, the parasite cleanse, if you do the parasite cleanse first, then when you do the colon cleanse, you'll sweep out and remove all of the die off. Because when you have dead bodies in your body, then you'll start to stink. Then you'll start to feel sick. You might feel lethargic. You might feel like you have chronic fatigue when you have parasites that have died and are just in your system. So we like to do the parasite cleanse first, then the colon cleanse, so that we can help to sweep the bowels. So I would do parasite cleanse first, especially for the client that's stinky, and then put her on the colon cleanse, even though she probably needs the colon cleanse immediately. I would have her doing the parasite cleanse with the colon cleanse.
These lines that we get here, this is our small intestines and our liver. And you can see one side can be deeper than the other side. And the turkey gobbler, this under here, I used to have that as a skinny little girl. Those are your organs prolapsing internally. You're not going to the bathroom enough. And you may think you're going if you're going once or twice a day, but here's the deal. If you're eating 3 meals a day, you should be making 3 times a day. If you're eating 5 times a day, you should be making 5 times a day. If you're not, where did it go and what's it doing? It isn't evaporating internally. Where did it go and what's it doing? What goes in must come out. And if it doesn't, you're in trouble. And those of you going to the bathroom once a week or every other day or even once a day, if you're eating all day long, it's not enough. What's staying in there, it's rotting, it's putrefying, it's making you have stinky breath, it's making you stinky armpits, all these smells and things are coming out of you, especially if you're eating a lot of meat and chicken, because I call that the dead cemetery syndrome. You know, you're walking around with a dead cemetery in here and all these smells are coming out of you. So this is prolapsed organs. You're not going to the bathroom enough. But here's the beauty of everything. Remember I said the body is a self-regenerating organism. So it can all be turned around.
To another episode of Jeremiah 29 Foundation Podcast. We're doing another health segment. Today, we're talking about parasites and fungus in the body and how to get rid of it. These are some of the signs that you know you got parasites, right? So if you've been experiencing food cravings, insomnia, grinding of the teeth, skin breakouts, unable to gain weight, stomach pains, fatigue, anxiety, anemia. I mean, basically a lot of the chronic illnesses that we have, even memory loss and things of that nature, all stimulates from these guys that's crawling in your body. Now, when it comes to parasites, we know that they feed on waste and debris that's in the body, and also not only the waste, they also feed on the nutrients in the body, causing the body to be minerally deficient, right? So when it comes to these signs, these are things you shouldn't take lightly, because you want to get these things out of your system as soon as possible. Now, knowing some of the signs, we got to look at what are causes of the parasites and what we can do to try to avoid these things, right? So everybody knows that meat is a big contributor to parasites, especially in fish. So when you look at fish contains majority of the parasites that we consume. You can see the parasites within in this thing right here, right? So like you look at fish, you look at pork, you look at meat, like chicken and things of that nature. All of these things contain parasites, but these ain't the only things, right? You got dairy. Dairy contains, when you look at the cheeses and all the various things like that, starches. Yeah, a lot of your starches got parasites on it. Unclean vegetables and stuff like that contain different parasites on them. And sugars. Like all of these things feed the parasites and the fungus in the gut. So in order to avoid these things, right, and avoid these parasites, you want to minimize your intake on these. And really, you want to just not deal with it, especially when you're dealing with the meat and all of that. You want to stay away from it in the day's time because it's so much parasites going around, and the odds of you not getting it is slim to none. Now, when we look at a diet that will help you prevent the parasites, these are the things you want to consume. Things like papayas. Papayas is one of the best fruits to eat when removing parasites out of the body. What you want to do with the papayas is also eat the seeds. These things right here, right? Eat the seeds whole. Like when you eat them and you swallow them. You don't chew them. And what this does is it attracts the parasites to the seeds, and the seeds have these type of compound in them that kills them off. So the actual flesh that carries anti-parasitic compounds in it, and the seeds are anti-parasitic. You also want to eat tamarinds, dates, key limes, sour oranges, grapes, things of this nature, and it's other fruits like other like citrus fruits that can also help rid the body of parasites. But these are some of the best foods to eat to get rid of these things. The main thing is that I would prefer everybody to consume when trying to get rid of parasites is papayas. Papayas is like the go-to thing on getting rid of these parasites. Now we're going to dive into the herbs. The herbs that you want to take also is black walnuts, wormwood, kerosene grata, cloves, and oregano oil. Now, cloves is very, very interesting because a lot of the slaves they was forced to eat pork, right? And what they would do is they would actually put sugar on top of the meat to allow the parasites to come up out of the meat, and then they would put cloves over it to kill the parasites. And the thing is, they with a lot of slaves would they did back in the day since they was forced to eat a lot of parasitic food, they would eat cloves and they have dewormed themselves on a regular basis to actually rid their body of it. So this was a practice in the, especially in the like the southern and black communities of deworming themselves monthly, and that's something that us as the modern day Americans, we went away from deworming ourselves and cleansing ourselves, right? So our body is a cesspool for these parasites to thrive. So the best thing, what I did, I had put together this compound drink right here. This is the key lime detox water that I created. And what this is, it contains key limes, oregano oil, cayenne pepper, and various things to help rid the body of inflammation and also rid the body of parasites. And these is what you want to consume on a regular basis to get these parasites out of you. Now, when you do these parasite cleanses, understand that you're going to have detox symptoms because one thing about parasites is they don't want to die, right? So what they do is they actually secrete this type of what actually urinate in your body, but they secrete this type of chemical that actually like cause you to have headache pains, to cause you to have cravings because they want you to stop eating the stuff that's going to kill them, and they want you to feed them the starch, the sugar, the meat to where they can eat on. So they basically trying to get your body to give them what they want to thrive, right? So when you're dealing with these cleanses, you're going to be dealing with mood swings. You're going to be dealing with fatigue. You're going to be dealing with nausea sometimes. You're going to be dealing with all these type of things, but this is just your body trying to detox, and your body is actually going through these type of phases of cleansing and flu type symptoms because the parasites are actually dying in there and they're trying to do everything they can to survive. So don't get scared of going through these detox symptoms. That this is a part of the cleansing process. But once you kill off all the parasites, they will subside and they'll stop, and then you will start feeling better. But for the for the initial part, you're going to feel these things. You're going to get the headaches. You're going to get the sinuses. You're going to get all of these type of things because the body is going through its type of attack from these parasites. So it's trying to defend itself from that, and trying to heal itself. So like I said, you want to take these cleanses and take them lightly. You know what I mean? Start off slow and then slowly build yourself up. And also, when you clean out the parasites the first time, you go through it a second time, right? Because parasites lay eggs, and these eggs hatch every full moon, right? So they go through cycles. So what I do with these cleanses, I go from full moon to full moon each month, right? So you want to have cleanses because parasites always come out or get active during full moons. So you want to cleanse your body twice. If you go through a parasite cleanse, you want to clean your body 2 times. So that's the best thing I prescribe anybody to do. If they feeling any of the symptoms that was mentioned before, like I said, if you're dealing with dizziness, brain fog, insomnia, if you're dealing with any type of skin issues, if you're dealing with any type of things of that nature, you want to go on these cleanses regularly. Clean out your body. Most people don't even defecate on a regular basis, so you basically giving your body a feeding ground for these parasites to thrive in. And also, it's not always about what you eat, it's also where your environment. You could be around animals, and the animals could give off parasites. You could just be in the wrong situation, the dirt or whatever, and it give you parasites. So it has nothing to do with, being, just dirty or whatever the case may be. The truth of the matter is, our body was meant to fight these parasites off. But over time, what we've done with eating these bad foods is we weaken our immune systems, and the bodies have hard times of breaking these things down. So, truthfully, our body is meant to fight off any parasites that come in it naturally, but we have to build up the immune system to where it'll fight it off. So the best thing we do, we use these herbs to help build the immune system up and kill the parasites at the same time. So, like I said, take these, write these down, take these herbs, and start your parasite cleanse. And until next time, peace.